We can try to crash YouTube.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
It would be kind of funny. Okay, see, my comments box just came back up.
My videos. Yeah, my comments has just gone. Yep, I am back on live. Hi, back on live. I've got no one on at the moment because it must have just come on.
Same here.
And you are back on live as well.
Good.
So I have got nobody on at the moment. So I've got one on. Yay, one on. So just wait for you. Yep, they're all coming back on. I've got 8 on now.
There you go.
Hey, Beverly's back. Kay saying hi. I've got 4 on now. Sandy, when you get back on, you had a really interesting question on the last feed about menopause, and I'm going to talk about that. Just send me a message so I know you're back, because you asked the question and I want to help you on that, because I have been there. I have the t-shirt. So Sandy, when you get back on, if anyone sees Sandy on, just send me a message. Okay, how many? I've got 21 back on now. You guys are red hot. Red
Hello,
hot.
Ann. Hi.
Yay, you're back. No, Leanne, it's great if you give advice, because we all have. Leanne saying she hopes we don't mind if she gives some advice. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You know, everybody's got experiences of things that have worked for them, and it's really good to share. This is about all you lovelies sharing and helping each other, and I know a lot of you have connected with each other independently of me, and I absolutely love that. It just makes my heart do a little dance. If that's a medical term, I doubt it. Sandra, are you back on yet?
Dancing heart syndrome. That's what we call it.
Dancing heart syndrome. Yeah. Oh, funnily enough, I'm getting a little hunger pang now.
That's what you get.
I'm getting a little hunger pang, so I'm going to have another swig of my detox tea. Sandy, are you on, Sandy? Shall we have a little Gonzo baby video while we're waiting for Sandy to get on? Because I would really like Sandy to come back, because she just asked the question right near the end. Is she on? Sandy. Okay, let's just, do you want to, I've got 28 people on now. Yep, they're all coming back. Sandy, let me know when you're on. Let me know when you're back on so I can answer your menopause question. I'm dying to answer that one. It's one of my little things that I'm very passionate about. So I would love to talk about that. Is there anyone else going through menopause at the moment? Anyone? They're talking about Thanksgiving and just saying hi and everything.
I was just kidding. I'm not going through menopause.
Yeah. All right. I thought you were waving at someone. I would hope you're not, actually. Yay, Gonzo baby. They're looking forward to that.
Right
Sandy,
after.
let me know when you get back on. Yep, Sandy is here.
Okay, go.
Fantastic. Right. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about menopause. I went through menopause really early, in my very early 40s. In fact, probably everything was going a bit haywire when I fell pregnant with my son, because that was a very big surprise. So basically I had depression, weight gain, stiff joints, aching joints, loss of stamina, loss of strength, brain fog. I would forget stuff, and then I worried that I was going to get Alzheimer's like my mum. Hot sweats, night flashes and sweats, in and out of bed, up and down like a blimmin' yo-yo, just drove myself insane. And I got rid of all of those symptoms by healthy eating, changing my diet, and cleaning my gut out. Now I lost a lot of weight before then, but I still had the aching, because I changed to whole foods, and I cut out, I was still eating meat at the time then. It hadn't even occurred to me to give up meat, but I was eating a lot healthier. I was, eating a lot more veg and fruit. I wasn't eating processed foods. I cut out of my diet dairy. So I got rid of cheese about 3.5 years ago. Probably it's nearly 4 years ago now. I keep forgetting to roll everything forward. And I lost a lot of the weight and I started to feel better. But it was when I started taking a probiotic and I got rid of the slurry in my gut, if you like. I mean, it wasn't a slurry, but, eating the wrong foods, drinking alcohol, just not looking after myself over a long period of time. My gut wasn't as healthy as it could be. And that really turned everything around. And within a very short space of time, probably maybe a week or two, I stopped being stiff. Like, I can just get up off my sofa now. Ta-da! And I'm up and I'm down again. Before, I would get up and I would be all stiff, like my hips weren't working. I couldn't carry a laundry basket, and I used to be able to wield a set of clippers for like hours on end, like literally. I'm very lucky because I never feel tired. I don't get that, oh, I'm really tired now, I think I need to rest. That just doesn't happen in my body. So I would be like the Duracell bunny, big long hedge clippers, clip, 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 and then I couldn't even lift my own laundry basket. And when I sorted my gut out, my joint pain went, my stamina came back, my strength came back, my energy came back, I sleep better, and well, I got a better quality of sleep. I don't do a lot of sleeping because I've kind of got this mentality of I'll sleep when I'm dead. So I'm really a very, very, very late night bird, and probably 6 hours sleep a night on average for the last 30 years. I would imagine that's give or take probably roughly right. But then, so this happened before I went plant-based. Then when I went plant-based, I lost all the weight that I couldn't shift, and I had even more energy, and I just felt 20 again. I just felt better again. So a plant-based whole food diet will absolutely, hands down, help your menopause symptoms. It absolutely will. The aching, the brain fog. Gosh, if you just eat the right food, it just clears your head. You think clearer. You don't forget so many things. And I think if you're eating the right foods, and you're eating a whole food plant-based diet, you're reducing inflammation in the body. I think your body can better regulate your temperature, because all that hot flashes is all the hormones messing around, and this is me being a complete layman, and I'm sure Dr. Gilmore's going, oh my goodness. But we find it difficult to regulate our temperature, and these symptoms can stay with some women. Like some women get hot flashes and night sweats forever after their menopause. But if you eat a really healthy diet, this is absolutely, I am living proof that it works. So I'm just putting it out there because menopause strips the girl out of you. It makes you sad. You feel like you've lost something. And actually, if you're eating right, all it means is you don't have any more eggs and you need a new face cream. It's kind of really oversimplifying it, but it doesn't mean that any of you is lost. Not one bit of you is lost. You're still you. All that, oh, I'm not young anymore. Oh, this is awful. This is just going, that's all your head talk, just making it worse. So do yourself a favor, stick with us on this. If you're going through menopause or perimenopausal, or you've had the menopause and you're just feel like a lot of us put on a lot of weight. There's no need to put on weight. I think it's because we slow down. Maybe we're aching. Maybe we don't run around. Maybe we don't get on the floor with our kids like we used to. If you go through it early, you get on the floor and you're like, oh God, you hold the phone like this for half an hour and then you're like, oh, I can't straighten my elbow. It's ridiculous. And that we start doing old body language. We've already doing the looking over our reading glasses, and we just feel like our youth has gone, and it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. Eat healthy, look after your gut, and you won't believe how good you will feel. Literally, I've been 10 years past menopause now, and you've all seen me leap up and down. I am still the girl I was when I was 20, and you all can be through, during, and after your menopause. Absolutely. Put rocket fuel in your body so that you can zip about like a rocket. That's my advice to you. Okay, I'm really, 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 really passionate about this.
Okay, so I got Gonzo baby video now. I'm going to see if I can make this work with just an overlay. I think I had it a second ago.
I went on a long time then. See, I was very passionate about that.
That's okay.
We like passion here, don't we?
Okay, I'm not hearing it, so I don't like that. So bear with me for a moment.
Right, I've got lots of menopause questions now.
Okay. Look at that beautiful little baby boy. He's gotten bigger, hasn't he?
He has.
Right, the diet you're on. Kathy's saying the diet she's on includes meat.
Come on over.
If you cut the meat out, you'll feel even better.
Wow.
Absolutely. You will.
He looks awesome.
He's mine.
You'll be leaving him with us tonight, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's sleeping tonight.
We're ready.
Don't hate
We're
yourself,
ready.
Sandy.
Yeah, he's sleeping tonight.
Don't hate yourself, Sandy. You have to blow your own
Yeah, we're
trumpet
ready.
in your own life. You are
We're
absolutely
ready.
incredible.
We're gonna take him anytime. Did
You
bring
are
diapers?
individual. You are amazing, and you can do anything that you put your mind to.
I'm gonna hear in the bag. I'm worried.
Your mind is that you hate yourself.
Careful with his head. Watch his
Stop
there we
believing
go.
it.
Oh.
And that's just, that goes nowhere but down. That is flirting
Oh, yeah.
with this dark hole, spinning round the rim, and it's so easy to get sucked in. That leads to depression, and depression leads to all sorts of things that nobody would wish on their worst enemy. So do not hate yourself.
We're going to have a lot of fishing time coming up, pal.
And
I
if you
promise
haven't
you.
heard me recommend an amazing book, it is called The Chimp Paradox. It's by Professor Steve Peters, who probably knows more about how the human brain works than any other human being on this planet. He is absolutely amazing, and he's a high-functioning Asperger, so you can imagine how tunnel vision has been into the brain. It's an absolute game changer when you learn how your brain is working and why you think like you do, and how you can change it and control it. That was the beginning of me getting out of depression. Absolutely. So, I'll write that in the comments so that you can go and have a look at that. How are you doing with that video, Jack? Isn't showing. The paradox. See, I'm trying to be really clever and type the name of this book. Paradox by.
So, I don't know if it played on everybody's channel or not, but I just played it. But you were still chatting, so I'm not sure if it showed up on your side or not. So I'll do it again for everybody here shortly, and we'll try again. But
I thought you were going to put it on one of your devices and put it up at your camera.
no, I actually just have a video. I can just play it right on here. Let me try again. I'm going to take you.
Sorry, I
That's
didn't
okay.
realize that's what you were doing. I was waiting
That's
for you to hold
okay.
it up.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Queuing.
Okay, let's do this.
Babes, I thought you were queuing it.
I'm gonna take you out for just a second. So just
Okay.
bye for just a minute, and then it's only 2 minutes, and then I'll show the video and then bring you right back.
Okay.
Look at that beautiful little baby
I
boy.
think
He's gotten bigger,
still
isn't
be
he?
here on my channel. No, they didn't see the video, they're saying.
Come on over. Go to my mom. Wow.
Don't forget there is a delay of 30 seconds.
Awesome.
He's mine.
You'll be leaving him with us tonight, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping tonight.
We're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, he's sleeping tonight.
I'll have the bassinet in our bedroom.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm down to leaving him.
We're ready. We will take him anytime. Did you bring diapers?
Whenever Elizabeth.
I don't think it's enough.
I'm gonna hear in the bag. I'm worried.
No, they can't see it.
Careful with his head. Watch this. There we go. Oh.
Auntie Chris, Auntie Abby.
Oh yes. Let me back up a little bit. He's so quiet.
Right now.
Does he scream a lot?
When he's hungry.
I wonder if
He's
you can
hungry.
see it on your channel.
Oh.
They can't see it on my channel.
Little boy. We're going to have a lot of fishing time coming up, pal. I promise you.
Gator hunting, deer hunting.
Oh yeah, it is on your channel.
Look at that.
Is that why you got a boat?
Yeah, that's it. He's so peaceful.
He's about to smile.
There it is. I'm holding up my
He was awake
camera.
just a second ago. He decided he would go to sleep halfway
That's
through.
the lovely Abby with Baby Gonzo.
Oh no, it's another one.
Yay! Oh, look how cute. You'll be able to see it in a minute because there's a 30-second delay. There it is. There's the Baby Gonzo. You'll be able to see it on my channel now because I'm holding up my iPad, which is on Dr. Gilmore's channel. Okay.
There we go.
Adorable. Oh, precious.
There we go.
Lots of lovely comments there. I'm just going to hold that up until it finishes rolling because I think it should finish in about 15 seconds. Abby's a natural, isn't she?
She really is. You ran off with the baby after that, which you don't. She went down the hall and gave Mama Gonzo a little break too. So anyway, well, thanks for indulging me. I'm so proud of Baby Gonzo. You have no idea. I
think we can have an idea because you've been talking about Baby Gonzo for a long time, and your little baby, you're like grandma. What are you?
We got Gigi. I don't know what. And am I Pawpaw? I'm going to be Pawpaw. Well,
that's what my son calls my dad, Papa.
Papa.
Granny and Papa.
Yeah, so
Gigi and Papa.
We're happy to be involved at whatever the name is. All right, you ready for the next benefit of fasting? Are you ready?
Right. Yep, and I'll look for some other questions that might have happened while we were doing that.
It improves brain function. It actually encourages the growth of new neurons.
Neurons.
That's what fasting is. So the next thing on my list of the benefits of fasting, it improves your brain function and it improves and encourages the growth of new brain cells. So fasting makes you smarter.
Smarter. You see, did I not promise brain fog, going away, thinking clear, focus? Your brain is growing. That's fantastic.
Isn't that something? I was really surprised by that.
Lovely. Someone's saying that they've going to almond milk is really good.
Of course.
Getting rid of the soy milk. Thank you, Chrissy. She's saying my eyes look beautiful with my new hair colour. Oh, I know. I couldn't believe how blue they were when it was dried. Do we have more energy as a result of fasting?
It's hard for me to say because I started fasting and whole food plant-based at about the same time. And plus, I was already a high-energy person on Meta 7. So that's a difficult question for me to answer. So I'm going to leave it and say I think people who fast probably are a bit more energetic because of the benefits that we've already talked about with fasting. Decreased risk of depression, so decreased symptoms of depression. The next thing on the list is it actually has been proven to slow the aging process. So I would expect that would help you feel more energetic too. How's that?
Doing the wiggly thumb across there.
I'm checking that off my list. I want to make sure we get them all. I've got a list to be going through.
Younger. Fantastic. Right, I've got a question for you from Teresa. I have fibromyalgia and have been on Lyrica. Lyrica. Is that Lyrica? For about 20 years. If I take Vita 7, would I eventually not need... Is that Meta 7 you mean there, or is Vita 7 a thing?
I think they mean Meta 7.
I think you do as well. Would I eventually not need the Lyceria. How do you say that word?
Lyrica.
Lyrica. I'm terrible.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about fibromyalgia patients that I've had and Meta 7. I have lots of fibromyalgia patients. Fibromyalgia is a lot more common than we thought. I've had a number of people from around the world who have taken Meta 7 who also had fibromyalgia or have fibromyalgia. I have had many of them have texted me and or have messaged me and told me that it has significantly reduced their fibromyalgia pain and symptoms. That is not a 100% claim, and that is not a claim that Meta 7 will do that for you, but I'm just telling you the facts. I have lots and lots of testimonials of people with fibromyalgia who have taken Meta 7 who tell me that they have needed less pain medication and they have less symptoms of their fibromyalgia with it. I can also tell you that individuals that have fibromyalgia, if they follow a whole food plant-based diet, they will improve their symptoms as well. And that I don't have any problem telling you because I know that is true as well. So consider them both.
Fantastic. Okay, the book lovers. Okay, you've convinced me with the brain thing. When you said it makes your brain grow neurons, I'm on it. Do you think it may help stave off Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's is a genetic disease. I do not believe that the vast majority of patients who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's are truly Alzheimer's patients. They are dementias of other kinds. True Alzheimer's is a disease of usually younger people in their 40s and 50s. People that are in their 70s and 80s that are diagnosed with dementia often are mistakenly diagnosed as Alzheimer's. That's not 100%, but it's often, okay? And the reason it happens is because everybody understands that Alzheimer's is a kind of dementia. They don't understand about age-related or vascular dementia or other organic forms of dementia. Parkinson's, for example, is a form of dementia, and there are others. So I do not believe that whole food plant-based eating will probably negatively or positively affect Alzheimer's. I do think that fasting could potentially slow down the process or even the beginnings of Alzheimer's, because we do know that intermittent fasting helps the body's genetic system work in a different way, and it encourages repair of tissues as opposed to continuous growth. Hope that helps. The answers to that question is we don't have enough information. So I can tell you I think that fasting may positively affect the reduction of time to the advancement to true Alzheimer's. I definitely believe it will reduce the time to true dementia of other kinds, including vascular dementias. But as far as anything else, I don't have any information.
Okay, right. I've got a quick one here, and then I'm going to leave you with a couple of subjects to talk about while I whiz to the bathroom. Gloria's asked, why and when do you fast? We'll recap the other. Dr. Gilmore is giving you, is it 8 benefits of fasting?
Well, let's see. We've done 6 so far, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Maybe there's 10.
Okay, so we'll recap all of those. When we fast, we are fasting on Monday and on Thursday, and basically you get up in the morning, you don't eat anything, and then you go to bed. And then you get up the next morning and then you eat again. So it's like from waking to when you go to bed, not waking up and then as soon as midnight clicks, eating a load of food. It's when you go to bed. So that's why and when we fast. And I've got, Susan asked how they measured the brain growth. I'm sure you'll have some information on that. And somebody has asked, what if you have liver problems? And I am going to take 2 minutes and I'm going to rush to the bathroom.
Okay, so the research on the growth of neurons was not done in humans. This was not done on people. It's nearly impossible to do certain kinds of research on living human beings, okay? So this is research that was done, I believe, on earthworms, if memory serves me right. That fasting and intermittent starving of the neurons promoted their growth. So take that for what it's worth. But I do believe that there are a lot of benefits to fasting, and I've got no reason to believe that. And we do know that neurons can grow. We do know that the brain can repair itself when it's been damaged. So there's no reason to believe that that genetically speaking that we cannot have the same kind of effect. Let's see. What was the next question? Scleroderma is an autoimmune disease where the body is mistaken the proteins in the skin for the proteins of some animal that your sister has been eating. Meta 7 may help her feel more energetic. It will not cure scleroderma. So anyway, so I'm sorry she has scleroderma, but we have just an onslaught of new people with autoimmune diseases from scleroderma to Sjogren syndrome to Behçet syndrome to rheumatoid arthritis, and all of these are a confusion by the immune system as recognizing normal, healthy human protein as somehow foreign, and it is related to the consumption of animal products. So we almost never see a vegan come in with a new onset of autoimmune disease. It's just extremely rare to see that. So I'm sorry for your sister, but if she were to adopt a whole food plant-based diet with intermittent fasting, she should see significant results in the scleroderma. Fatty liver is due to almost always the consumption of sugars, and specifically fructose. So if a person has a lot of high fructose corn syrup in their diet with soft drinks, with real soft drinks, they are going to get fatty liver, and they're going to get it fast. Also going to get fatty liver from basically being overweight. And we see this so regularly now. We call it NASH, which is non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, and it is a result of our diet, which is high in processed foods and animal products. If a person goes whole food plant-based and does intermittent fasting, we can see a resolution of fatty liver unless it has advanced to the point of cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a scarring process in the liver, and once it happens, it's permanent. So there you go. Hope that helps.
Cool.
But yes, you can a lot of fatty liver can be reversed if you change your diet.
See, there's this big message going on here. Just about everything that's been mentioned or been asked about can be improved with a good diet, and this is the best way that you can eat. Plant-based, whole foods. Somebody says they think I'm looking tired. I'm not feeling tired at all.
I think it's the colored hair.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, it's just making you look tired. No, I don't know. The next benefit of fasting is reduced blood sugars and decreased insulin resistance. So intermittent fasting fights diabetes. How's that? You like that one?
Yeah, that one is excellent. We like that one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's what he said. Fatty liver can resolve quickly for the most part with changes in diet. Richard, yeah, that's absolutely right. Now I saw one. Right, Jules has high blood pressure, but has been fainting.
Well, that's frightening.
Don't say that.
Well, it is. There can be delirium secondary to high blood pressure. So I would ask the question, why isn't this blood pressure being treated and controlled?
Okay, have you got any more information on that, Jules? Yeah, my lovelies are helping each other. People have come on about what's Oh my God, I'm worried. Okay. Oh, fainting. Sorry, that's horrible. Will it help heptic encephalopathy?
It depends. If a person has hepatic encephalopathy, then they should not be eating a high protein diet, which means they shouldn't be eating a lot of animal products. So if you're asking from the standpoint of reduction in amount of protein because the liver doesn't work like it should, then the answer is yes. We can see a reduction in hepatic encephalopathy. Basically, what hepatic encephalopathy means is that the liver function is so poor that the brain is actually getting sick. So there are too many toxins in the blood. We have medications that we use to treat that. Lactulose helps. But we're talking about a damaged liver, which could have come from a hepatitis, it could have come from alcoholism, it could have been from any number of things. But at any point, you can reverse a lot of the damage that's been done to the body by converting over to a whole food, plant-based diet. That does not mean you will be cured. What it can mean, it reduces the progression, the speed of progression of some diseases, and it can prevent others. So I would be interested in knowing what caused the liver disease in the first place. If it's hepatitis C, some people are eligible for a cure. We have a cure now for hepatitis C that's pushing like 96% cure rate, which is amazing for a viral illness.
She doesn't eat meat, by the way. She's just said
She does not.
no.
Good. Yeah, they've probably already told her to be on a healthier plant-based diet, which is the right thing.
And she's just put PBS, and she doesn't do sugar either.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, advanced liver disease is a really horrible thing. And once the liver has reached a point where there's a lot of cirrhosis, a lot of scarring, we're in transplant territory.
Right. That's that's not good.
No.
Back to Jules. Beverly's asked, should she be fasting? This is the high blood pressure and fainting.
I would say no. We need to find out what's wrong. There's a problem. She's got a medical problem that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed quickly. If she's got a hypertension and it's high and she's having syncope, there's something wrong with her. She needs to get in to see her doctor right away. This is a serious problem. Fainting, not only can you bump your head, but there's something wrong that needs to be diagnosed. She has a medical issue that's probably not going to be fixed by changing your diet or changing your lifestyle at this point. She sounds like she needs to be properly diagnosed and maybe medicated.
She's on Ramipril.
Yeah, she's on a not very strong blood pressure medication, but obviously whatever it is isn't working if she's having hypertensive urgency or hypertensive crises that are leading to fainting. I'm presuming they're linked. I'm presuming she's telling us that she has high blood pressure and is staying high and she's fainting. Is that what am I understanding correctly?
Yep, that's what she said. She has high blood pressure and fainting.
She needs to see a neurologist, or she needs to see her primary care doctor to get her into a neurologist. But for sure, she needs to bring that blood pressure under control. There's no excuse for a person to have untreated blood pressure. We have too many medications that are extremely effective at lowering blood pressure. There's no reason for blood pressure to be out of control. That needs to be taken care of like immediately. Untreated blood pressure causes what we call target organ damage. It damages the retina. It can cause blindness. It ruins the kidneys, and it causes neurological problems. And that could be what you're experiencing as fainting, or what we call syncope in on the medicine side of things. So clearly, here's a person, and I'm glad that we're telling you this, but you need to go and you need to see your doctor, and I wouldn't wait.
Okay, thank you. And Tammy just wanted me to let you know it's Tammy Dorotsak. I think she must be one of your followers that you know. She said just to tell you that. Right. Chrissy has, chronic heart failure, CHF.
Okay, well, I want to get back with Tammy then. Tammy has a very serious set of medical problems that are way beyond the scope of this discussion. She is, in fact, I've spoken with Tammy. We've exchanged a number of emails, and she has some very interesting medical problems that are very serious. That I'm going to actually give her a venue to tell her story. But she has a number of medical problems, and she's been in and out of hospitals. And I'm going to let her tell her story. I'm not going to try to tell it now, but I have a long list of her symptoms and things that she's been through. And we're actually working to help her tell her story because she has she has some very rare medical issues. So look for that in the future. But it's outside of the realm of what we're talking about now, and none of her problems are common, and they're not going to be fixed by what we're talking about now. So she's one of those that's very ill, unfortunately, and she needs your prayers. She's a wonderful human being, and we care about her. And she is very sick, and has, like I said, a number of problems and unusual problems, rare problems. And so we're going to help her tell her story. And she is actually working with a friend who's going to help her get organized, and we're going to let her tell her story. Hopefully she wants to do it live, but she doesn't have to. And we talked about those things, Tammy. So I'm glad you're joining us tonight. But your particular conditions are much more complex than what can be answered with some simple, yes, do this and don't do that. It's just not going to work. I'm sorry. I wish it would, but it's not.
Thank you for. She's saying thank you so much to us. So, somebody said I've lost it now, of course, because I made a comment and it's just whizzed everything down to the bottom. Congestive heart failure. She swells up often. Is there a reason I only swell up on my left side, predominantly my left leg?
Yes, she has a vascular disease problem that's not just related to the heart. She has peripheral arterial disease or peripheral vascular disease involving the veins. Now, my guess is if she's had a heart attack and she has congestive heart failure, she's on medications like Plavix, and she may or may not be on an anticoagulant. She also has an obstruction somewhere in the venous system or the arterial system on one side of her lower extremities or in the pelvis. She needs to have an arteriogram and a venogram to find out where the blockage is, and this can be relieved. A good cardiologist today can slip a stent in and correct this problem. So this is not something that can't be fixed or shouldn't be fixed. This is easily fixable now with a couple of quick tests and usually a trip to the cath lab, and a stent can be placed. So,
right.
Yes, that is concerning, but it's all part of the same problem. It's called vascular disease. It's the #1 killer in the United States. When you add heart attack and stroke together, they far outweigh, by leaps and bounds, deaths by cancer. So eating a whole food plant-based diet will help you prevent developing vascular disease. It will help reduce your blood pressure, it reduces your cholesterol and your triglycerides and all these things we've been talking about. So that is why we are talking about fasting and also whole food plant-based eating for health reasons.
Excellent. And I have a success story here.
All right.
Kelly is saying, Dr. G, I hope you can see this, but like I said, Chester has been eating the plant-based whole food diet this week, and he has lost 8.8 pounds and dropped his blood sugar 40 points.
Wonderful. Yay.
See? It's not just chit-chat. It works.
No, this absolutely works.
Fabulous effort, Kelly. You must be so proud.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up.
So this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. This is not something that you give up once you reach some kind of goal. This is something we're going to continue doing and we're going to help. We want to help people continue to stay healthy as a lifestyle change, not just as a diet to get to to get to some goal. Okay.
It's a habit. We're creating a new habit here over the next 90 days.
Did we mention the boosts that fasting boosts the immune system? Did I mention that one yet? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
It didn't. I didn't. So fasting has been proven to boost the immune system, and that's a good thing, I would think.
Yeah, that's your own body's protection against all the bugs and all the winter bugs that go around. And I think I've heard this said, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Gilmore, but a lot of kind of winter colds and sort of things that we have is not necessarily catching things. It's not preparing our body for the change in the seasons by eating seasonal, for the change in the temperature. So our body doesn't react very well, and we lose a little bit of immunity as we're kind of struggling with adjusting things. Is there a truth in that, or have I not explained that very well?
I think people that have a healthy lifestyle that includes eating healthy are less likely to get sick in the winter. I'll leave it at that. How's that sound? Now, there are those of us, I eat healthy now, and I've already had one bout of the Abbey sickness that we all got. But look, I'm in a healthcare environment setting. I get barraged with viruses and sickness and bacteria all the time. I mean, my body's immune system is supercharged because it's always being challenged. But for the average person who's not in that environment, if they go whole food plant-based with intermittent fasting, they will be healthier, their immune system will be functioning better, and they will be less likely to be ill.
Fantastic. We love that. Don't we love that? We absolutely love that. And Tammy is saying that we're inspiring her to scream her story from the rooftop. So that is just fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, you're helping me want to scream my story. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You go, girl. You plan it all out in your head, or you don't even just talk from the top. And
she has pages and pages of lab results and photographs, and her story is actually quite amazing. And she has, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to say she has a very fascinating story. And it needs to be told. And like I said, I'm willing to help her provide a venue for that story when she's ready. And we're talking about sometime in the first part of December. She thinks she might be ready, so she's getting it all together now. Yes, so we're going to make that happen.
I look forward to that, and we'll definitely post up when that's going to happen. There's lots of thumbs up coming here. I've got another question for you to do with the immune system and immunity. Brenda is asking, is it a good thing to do if you are already on medicine to lower your immune system? To
lower your immune system? I'm not sure.
Do you need information? Do you want to let us give it a bit more information, Brenda? Can you put it in capitals for me? You can do sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, V, I totally get that. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you joining us on our plant-based whole food eating? V, let me know if you are, because it's going to help you a lot. And I can't remember the name of the thing that you've got at the moment with your veins.
Was it the thrombophlebitis?
Is that where your veins die inside your arm? She's got some dead veins or arteries or something. Sorry, V, I'm not explaining this very well. But she's had a number of things one after the other, and I think her system's a little bit low. I think this can only, yes, she's written yes. Yeah, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes, you're on it. Brilliant, V.
Wonderful.
I'm so proud of you. That is absolutely fantastic.
Right, and so we're definitely going to recommend if you feel healthy enough and you can do it, intermittent fasting would be very beneficial for your immune system. Like all the things we talked about, and I'm going to add the next one on now, which is decreased body inflammation. So let's check that one off the list. That was number 9. Okay, and the last one's a doozy. You guys are going to love it, number 10. But whole food plant-based eating along with intermittent fasting will make you healthier. It will make your body function better. It will reduce your any symptoms of depression you may have. It will help you with all of these things. It is not a substitute for medicines. If you've been diagnosed with these problems and you're on medications, I'm not here telling you to stop your medicines. What I am here to tell you is that you can improve your health with good nutrition and with intermittent fasting. So if you can fast with us, then you will enjoy the benefits of that. If you cannot fast, that does not mean you can't enjoy the benefits of whole food plant-based eating as a lifestyle. So there we go. Keep throwing that out. We've got to get our warnings in there because we don't want anybody to think that we're giving you individual medical advice that says that you should or should not do something. We are not doing that. What we are doing is we're sharing our experience and we're sharing the research with you that says very clearly that the less animal products that you consume, the healthier you will be. And there is tons and tons and tons of research out there. I want to throw in that book again that I've recommended by Dr. Garth Davis, the Proteinaholic book. I think is a fantastic book. I know a lot of people were talking about getting that to read it. I want to really recommend that. We have some other books we're going to recommend down the road, but we want to.
Who's that book by again? Can you tell me?
I believe it was Dr. Davis. Garth Davis, I believe, is correct. If I got that right, it's because I've grown a new neuron.
Yeah.
By my intermittent fasting.
Look at that. I used to literally trip over my words. I wouldn't be able to get the word, and I would be going, the thingamajig, and my mum would always know what I meant because she was like that her whole life. Bless her. She's like fully Alzheimer, like left the planet, but her body's still behind. And I would really struggle with what words. I just couldn't get the words, and that just virtually never happens unless, of course, I'm trying to read a medical term or some medicine I've never seen. Apart from that,
hey, Maureen, I'm part Italian. I am 25% Italian, so that's my Italian.
Are you?
I am. I'm 25% Italian. I'm half Scottish, British, whatever.
Are you?
Yes, I am, and that's the Gilmore. And then on the mother's side, it's 1/4 Italian and 1/4 German. So anyway,
that's why you're so tall.
It could be. It's definitely where I get my good looks from. I don't know. No, I don't know. But anyway, so she mentioned
Italian, I'm sure.
The last benefit that I have to list for you tonight for intermittent fasting is it reduces your risk. Anybody know? Anybody know what the last one? I'm going to give you guys a chance. Anybody know? Throw it out there if you think you know what the last benefit.
Come on, lovely.
So we'll go through the first one. It increases your metabolism. It improves your blood pressure. That is, it lowers your blood pressure. It improves and lowers your triglycerides and cholesterol numbers. It decreases your symptoms of depression. It improves brain function and encourages the growth of neurons in the brain. It slows the aging process. It decreases your blood sugar and increases your insulin sensitivity. It boosts the immune system. It decreases whole body inflammation. All right, there's one more to go.
Come on, guys.
I want to see it. I don't see it on mine. If you see any suggestions, let me know.
We've got cancer, and somebody's put farting.
No, okay. The correction is intermittent fasting has been proven to reduce your risk of cancer. That is absolutely correct.
Yes, you guys rock.
Got it.
Lovely's rock. Chrissy's put heart attack. You see, all the other things that are mentioned will reduce heart attack. Just like you don't even have to be a doctor to realize that lack of inflammation, what's the word called? Inflammation and cholesterol. That's going to help straight away. Cancer, longer life. Absolutely. Because if you're healthy, your body's going to be able to look after itself. It's going to be able to repair cells in the body more easily, and keep you ticking over really well. Just like your car. Someone gave me an analogy in a private message on Messenger. And it was, I can't remember where she got the story from, but it's like, imagine, okay, you're going to get given one brand new car that has to last you for the rest of your life. You are going to polish that car. You're going to put super grade fuel in that car. It's never going to run low on oil. Its tires are always going to be fantastic. You're going to be polishing it. You're going to be hoovering the inside or vacuuming the inside of it. You are going to literally protect that car as if your life depends on it, because you're only ever going to have one car. Now just transfer that to your body. You only get one body, and just look after it. And it doesn't matter if you've, blown it all, and then one day, like now, you've woken up and gone, I need to do something about this, and I do. Because now you have the support network. You've got both of us. You've got the most incredible medical advice from one of the most passionate men I've ever met. Absolutely. It's all about helping other people. And, by being on this call, you're actually helping him do something that he doesn't often get to do in his own clinic, because he doesn't actually get the time in his 7-minute appointment slots to really educate people about how much they could be doing to improve their health. So people aren't coming in and with degenerative diseases that, are caused by eating the wrong foods. So, this is, if you haven't got on the program yet and you're still flirting with the idea and maybe thinking you can't, and maybe I'll just do the fasting, or maybe I'll just not eat meat, but I'm going to eat eggs and I'll do this and that and the other. Eggs and cheese, it's the same protein as meat. You've heard Dr. Gilmore say it before. You may as well be just eating beef and pork if you're going to be doing that. So if you're flirting with the idea of it, what if everything we've said works? It's got to be worth just going, do you know what? Let's just leave all that animal produce to the side and let's give it a go. Even if you just do it for 30 days, I guarantee you'll feel better and you'll carry on for the next, because we're running this for 90 days, and then hopefully people will keep joining. And our aim is, initially to have 1,000 people all taking good care of their health and reaping the benefits. Like was it Randy had dropped 8.5 pounds, and his blood results had gone down 80 or 50 or something like that. I read a success story at the beginning of this, actually. I can't find it now because it's not in capitals. So if any of you are just teetering on the edge, am I in, aren't I in? I'm kind of interested, but, maybe I can't do it. If any of you are on my Facebook channel, I did a video on getting on and doing the things that you're thinking about doing. Because, if you're worried it won't work, or you're worried it'll be too difficult, or maybe you'll fall off the wagon and, what will people think? Oh, my family will think I'm balmy if I'm not eating meat. What will other people think? Absolutely, hands down, you have nothing to lose by giving this a go. And I tell you, absolutely, you will miss 100% of the balls you don't take a swipe at. So get your bat up and start knocking those balls, because if you don't take a swipe at it, you've lost everything. And if you give it a go and you fall off, well, you've gained something and you can get back on again. And that is what we are here to help you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and for you guys to connect and inspire each other with your results. Let us know how you're going. Let us know if you're fasting. Let us know if you're plant-based yet. Let us know. It would be great to know, actually. In fact, I'm going to do one of my things. If you are on this with us, if you are fasting, okay, stick fast up. And if you are plant-based, stick plant up. I would love to see lots of fast plants being put in my comments now, because it would be lovely to know how many of you are on this journey with us. I know loads of you are, but it would be great. So if you're on this journey with us, I want you to write fast plant down in my comments, and I'm going to count them at the end of the video. That will be absolutely fantastic just to see. So that would be great. So I just wanted to say, just try it. Just try it for one day. And when you've gone past one day, carry it on for the next day. Baby steps, just one day after the other. Yes, I've got a fast up here. I've got a fast up here already. Fast, excellent. Stick your fast plants up for me, babies. Fast plant, yes, Luann, excellent. This is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. Fast and starting plant-based. Yes, Mary. This is fantastic. Isn't this fantastic?
It really
Jack,
is.
absolutely amazing. Gloria, fasting. Certainly learnt a lot from us. Fabulous, Sandy. Absolutely delighted because that is why we're doing this. This is why I'm here. This is why Jack's here. Absolutely. Fast up. You. Excellent. This is absolutely fantastic. So remember, you have nothing to lose by trying this. Nothing to lose. And if you don't think you can do it, that's just a story you choose to tell yourself. And it is not true unless you decide it is.
You know what,
so
Sue?
make a decision.
I'm seeing a lot of people that are telling me they're transitioning, that they're making progress toward the whole food plant-based. They're cutting back the meat. They're adding more vegetables. They're not ready to make the full cut, and I want to really encourage them because I think that's a step in the right direction. And I think that I don't want anybody to think that unless they can completely do this, that they're not going to get health benefits, and that's not true. You will get health benefits even if you just pick one day a week and you say that one day a week you're only going to eat fruits and vegetables. You'll still get a benefit from that. So if you are taking it slow and that's your speed and you're comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. We're here to support you in that too. And our goal would be to hopefully get you to be completely whole food plant based in time. But we know that not everybody can make a transition like that. So you have to go at your speed, what you feel comfortable with, and that's perfectly okay too. So yes, if you can,
Absolutely.
if you can,
I'm absolutely wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yep.
We'll walk with the walkers, we'll fly with the flyers, we'll run with the runners, we'll take little baby steps with those who are ready to do baby steps. It's definitely not a competition. It's absolutely, for your benefit, and whatever works for you. We're just delighted that you're doing something to improve your own health because you're just going to love yourself so much for it. So, whatever works for you at the moment, we'll be here encouraging you and cheering you all the way. Absolutely. I'm still here.
I'm looking for a way that I can put this Baby Gonzo video on Skype so that you could share it too, but I just don't see a way to do that. It's too large a file to share in your gallery. So I'm sorry. But if you guys didn't get a chance to see Baby Gonzo and you wanted to, you can just come over to my channel and you can review it.
Yeah.
And
is it on the vignettes, isn't it? It will be, won't it?
It is. Well, it's on this video that we've just done, so they can come see it. And I know a lot of people wanted to see it, but it'll probably end up on some other videos with our editors. So don't worry, you'll see it if you haven't seen it yet.
I've got some great comments here. Vanessa V is saying, if my time is spent being sick, it can be spent getting healthy. Yes, I absolutely love the sassy attitude there. That is just brilliant. And Tammy is saying, I'm still alive, people. Please believe me. Don't let a doctor give you months. I am still here. That's great encouragement. That's just wonderful positivity. Core is asking, are we meeting Thursday since it's a US holiday?
My answer is yes, but I'd like to go earlier because there's no reason for us to go late from my standpoint. I think we could do something a little bit more UK time friendly again if you'd like.
I would absolutely love that. I think a lot of people enjoyed the Saturday and a lot of people have asked me if we'll be doing that again. Let me look at my Dreary. The old Dreary, I know something's happening on... Oh! Apple has told me it's Thanksgiving. Yep. I just have to take my son to the orthodontist at 10 o'clock, but I'm guessing you'll all be asleep at that time. It'll be in the middle of the night for you. It'll be like 2 in the morning. So, yeah, I'm happy to go earlier. Should we put a time on here now? So everybody that's on, who I've got 48 people on at the moment.
Unfortunately, I can't give you a time yet because
Okay.
our Thanksgiving schedule is still a little bit fluid with family coming over and that kind of thing. So we will. It's just going to have to wait before I can give you a time. But I can tell you that we can definitely go earlier. But I don't have a time yet. So we'll try to announce. I'll let you know as soon as I know, and then when we can plan from there, then you can announce, and I'll do the same. So if you're tuned in if you're following either one of our channels, you should get that information. So if you want to participate, you'll get enough notice where hopefully you'll be able to still do so. I realize some people have schedules and some people have shifts
Some
they have to
people
work.
aren't going to be at home, but if you're not home, you can watch it on the replay.
Right.
When it goes up. So you can always catch up. And I know loads of you have been like, dang it, I missed the live, but I'm watching them now. And, so lots of people are going back in because there's a lot more views than there are people that are on live. So that's absolutely fantastic. Becky is doing little bitty baby steps, but she wants to try this because she needs to. That's fabulous, Becky. Absolutely fabulous.
Also, I wanted to mention I got quite a few emails during this video that have specific questions and medicine lists and things like that. I want to promise all of you I will get to them. Be patient with me. I take my time with these, and I don't rush through them. I take my time and I answer the questions carefully. And if I have questions about your questions, then I'll ask them and then wait for you to reply. So if you don't hear from me today or tomorrow, don't think that I am not going to answer you. It just means that I'm working through stuff. And of course, you got to remember I'm a full-time physician and I have a family and have lots of responsibilities. And so I work on these as time allows. So if you don't hear from me right away, don't. I promise you will hear from me. Okay, let me just say that. As others will tell you, they emailed me, and sometimes it's a few days later, but I get back to you. So just be patient with me, and I will get to you. I promise. I want to throw that out there. Yeah.
Fantastic. Nancy's working on doing a full 24-hour fast. She can do 12 hours and at times 16 hours, but she's been ill, but she is trying, and she's thanking us. If you're up for 16 hours, that's a long day.
It's a very long day.
That's a long day, especially if you're ill.
I'm getting the signal from the DW that my 2 hours are up.
Yep, it's 2:01.
It's been a great.
Can I just say that? Could you send me your the 10 benefits of fasting, and I will put this in the. I will add it to the description.
Yes, I'll do that.
And I'll put it on part 1 as well, so that people can see and they're going to hear about them and hear the discussion, because some of you will have come on later. That bless you. There's still 40 people on live. You are absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Hi, DW, says Debs.
Deb says, she says hi.
Hiya from me. I didn't realize you were in the room.
Oh, she sat with us for the last hour.
Has she? Oh, bless. Of course, I'm shouting my head off as usual. I hope you've got my mic turned down. Otherwise, your ears will be bleeding. Yeah, we'll have to stuff some vegetables in our ears then for my loud voice. Okay, my sweet, sweet lovelies, thank you so much. I will put all of the 10 benefits in the description of this video and the previous one. You're smashing this out of the box. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just so proud of you all, and you should all be really proud of yourselves. So it's just amazing. Thank you so much. And we will post up what time we're going to be on Thursday, but it will be much earlier for you guys in the UK. I'm just getting loads of thank yous to both of us here.
If you want to see how a person feels and behaves during a longer than 1 day fast, check with me on my channel tomorrow and on Wednesday, because I will update you as I'm going through this 3-day fast. And so if you're interested and you have questions about how I'm feeling during that, I will answer those for you with some updates throughout the next 2 days. So,
yeah, you just hop on to John Gilmore MD vignettes.
Yep.
And you'll be able to see his little videos. I know you've done, I think 3 today, haven't you?
I did a few today, and we'll do the same tomorrow. Tomorrow's a long day, long clinic day, and so yeah, I'll be doing the same.
Okay, and I will post that video of quinoa flatbread up for you. I've just had to do a bit of a Heath Robinson's job to get a slideshow, so I've had to video a video, so it might be a bit not as, wonderful as, Universal Studios, but it will have the recipe, and it's really easy and tasty for you all. All right. Mwah. I love you all. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, your evening. Get to bed, you lot in Europe, and enjoy the rest of your day in New Zealand and Australia, and enjoy your evenings in Canada.
Absolutely.
Lots of love.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.